Guys, we are back. Coming off of the Mexico City fight card. Now we're going right into a pay-per-view with probably one of the best fights we've had in a long time with the main event here with the BMF title. I'm your host, Picks by Pegasus. I'm here with Key 3 Picks. He's back, and Dravy. First off, Key, what do you have to say to the people for your first time coming back to the show?
I appreciate all the DMs, all the questions. The guys have been holding down the pod in a good way since I've been going. Guys making money. Peg is still scamming and being a fraud as usual. So life is good. Life is normal. It's back. It's back to normal now. So I'm back full time. I won't be missing no time. So I'm glad to be back.
What do you guys think of the main event? I mean, I know we're both big Max and Charles fans. I mean, this is a tough one as a fan to watch. You want both guys to win. What do you guys think about it?
It's a fucking great fight. Really looking forward to yeah. I mean, two of my favorite fighters in the UFC right now. So
yeah, I agree. What do you think, Kay? You excited for this one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a banger, whichever way it falls. It's sort of guaranteed action. This is what the BMF belt should be, so I think that it's a good fight. I wish they had a little bit more surrounding it on the card from a name standpoint, but this can still be a very exciting card.
All right. Yeah, my bad, bro. Next show, I will have it cut up for you. I have to chop up music. It's happening, champs. Dylan. Yep. The key is back. What's going on, boys? We have a guaranteed banger indeed. Let's get right into this card. First fight of the night we have is Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Luke Fernandez 6-0, Rodolfo Bellato 12-3-1, going 1 no contest, 0-1, no contest, draw, and then a win. So little sketchy record here in the UFC going on. Line on Luke Fernandez is -225. Rodolfo Bellato is +190. Key, welcome back. I'm going to have you go first. This is a crazy comment. I won't let you down, Dixon. But, yeah, what do you think here? I mean, we got a guy who's got a few UFC fights under his belt. Obviously, a newcomer in our Fury champ and Luke Fernandez. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the up north shit or what, but I felt like Luke Fernandez looks like he could be like your older brother or something. But I think that here Luke is, I mean, said to be pretty good. I get it. The knockouts look cool. But I was kind of underwhelmed going through tape, honestly. I didn't rate him too highly. I think the guy has skills. It's just the amount of cage pushing. It felt like I was watching WMMA. I think that here he's liable to get memed if Bellato gets rolling. The thing is, Bellato gets hurt every fight. It's just his recovery is so damn good, and he fights through it. But it's weird because I'm still convinced that he faked the whole Paul Craig shit. You can't change my mind about that. That's the weirdest shit ever. So it's confusing, and all of his fights just end up being dumb as fuck. So here, I think that Bellato could get rolling in rounds 2 and 3 if shit gets sloppy, because I don't think that Fernandez can keep pace. If Bellato does rip to the body and make shit dirty over 15 minutes. But Bellato also has moments where he'll just sort of stand right in front of you without being too active. So I think Fernandez is liable to bonk him in the first 7.5 minutes or so. The back end of this fight, I think Bellato's success is completely backloaded. So I'm looking to live bet Bellato. It's hard to get to a pre-bet just because this could easily look Fernandez round 1 KO. Like that's a pretty, I think that comes at not a high clip, but at a decent enough clip for me to not want to take dog here. So it's pass, but it's dog or pass pretty clearly for me.
I actually like Bellato here. More experience, more well-rounded. I don't think Luke Fernandez has seen anything crazy so far in his career being 6-0. I mean, the Edwards fight is his best fight, I guess. But other than that, like Bellato has seen a lot more in the UFC. He's seen a lot more in his fight career. I think he's more well-rounded. I think he's got that dog in him where he's going to be able to drag it out longer. And it's not like you're getting this at a pick'em fight where you got to make a side. Like one guy's +200 with more experience and he's a dog. Like I can't be on the right side of Bellato every time I bet on his fights, win or lose. But I think this is dog or pass for me. What do you think, Drav?
Yeah, to me, it's a prove me spot, honestly, for Fernandez. I do think he's good, but he's still unproven. You know, I think he has we're going to see with this fight and maybe the fight after how good he really is, because he has the skill set. But I want to see, when guys make their debut against a guy like Bellato, if you don't put Bellato out, like, he's going to go for it. He's a very tough guy. He has good cardio and he's well-rounded. So he's going to go for it. I didn't like the fact that he got taken down and held down for like a minute or two against Sterling. I don't think that was a good look, honestly. But yeah, I'm just so worried about Bellato defense. Like, the way he get hit, he just has no defense whatsoever. And he's a bit chinny as well, obviously. So that's not good. And Fernandez does hit very hard. So yeah, I guess it's dog or pass for me as well. But I don't think I would need a bigger number to get involved on the Bellato side personally. And I feel like the number might still go up. I feel like people are playing Fernandez.
It's very rare. Like, when's the last time all three of us have agreed that it's dog or pass? Like, when is the last time all three of us have agreed on a dog? Seems like, I don't know, a sign maybe.
But I'm still picking Fernandez, though. I think he's gonna finish him. But yeah, I don't feel strongly about it.
All right, like let's see. Key, they're happy to have you back. They say you live on the fence. What's happening? Fight Talk. Thank you for joining us.
I fear your Peruvian brother is getting knocked the fuck out.
He is getting knocked the fuck out. I don't even know what that language that fucking is. I said it might be Spanish. Maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, is Key back? Who is Bellato best beat? Or who is Bellato beat? Yeah, that's a good question, I guess. Key on that Kawhi Leonard type load management. Yeah, that's true. That's actually fucking hysterical.
That's the best one yet.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Next fight we have here is Gaston Bolanos versus Young Lee, the Korean Tiger versus Bolanos. Bolanos 8-5. I think he's 1-2 in the UFC. Korean Tiger coming off 2 losses. Line these two gentlemen, Korean Tiger is up to -305 now, a popular parlay leg. Bolanos is plus 255. Drav, tell me why or why not we should parlay Young Lee.
Yeah, I think he's a good parlay piece, honestly. Obviously, so here Bolanos is already a poor grappler. Like, he's very bad on the mat. I think Peg could have his chance to submit him if they fight on the mat. That's how I don't rate his ground game at all. And I don't think he was strong and physical for 135. And here the thing is, he's moving up to 145, which I'm not a fan of, because already I didn't think he was a big 135 or physical for the weight class. So now he's moving up a weight class. And yeah, the thing with Lee is he doesn't grapple all that often, but his grappling is good. He's a black belt. And I do think that if he gets takedown here, he's the way better grappler. It's not even close on the mat. And again, on the feet, Bolanos is a striker. Like, his striking is okay. He does have some power, but I think Lee might even be the better striker. I think it's close on the feet. I think Bolanos is a bit chinny as well. He's been hurt multiple times. So yeah, I think Lee can beat him on the feet. I think he can dominate him on the ground. I think he can knock him out standing. I think he can submit him if the fight hit the mat. And I just think he's the way bigger fighter as well. He's a big 145er. So yeah, I think it's Lee here, probably by finish. I'm not sure if it's going to be KO or submission. He has a lot of armbar on his resume. He doesn't have a lot of other submission than that. So that's the reason I'm hesitant to play the submission prop. But I do think he's going to finish him sooner than later. Bolanos is also gassy. And yeah, I think it's a big step down in competition for Lee here.
What do you think, Key?
Young Lee, first round knockout.
Yeah, I'm also on Lee here. I've been thinking about parlaying him all week. Haven't gotten there yet just because I'm a little nervous to parlay. I've lost my parlay touch, but I think he covers him everywhere. This is a good question, too. I was looking into this. What do you think about the under 2.5?
Yeah, I think that's good.
That means Drav's on it.
I'm not on it, but I do think it's good, honestly.
Korean Tiger should run through him. Yeah, I also think he's going to have a massive size advantage. That's a huge part of it as well. All right, next fight is Rafael Tobias versus Diyar Nergozai.
You have some history about this guy, Diyar, right?
Yes, I knew you. I was actually laughing when I was taping it this week. I go, Drav is going to bring up when I put him in the BTL parlay at like -280, and now I'm running around saying he sucks and he's terrible. Yeah, I'll go first here. I like Tobias by KO. I think, yeah, sure, Tobias isn't as proven or hasn't fought like the same level of competition-ish, but I like his jiu-jitsu. I like his striking. I think he's got power. And Diyar just like hasn't proven himself at minus 280. He's not winning as an underdog. He's not winning. We watched him get like on tape. I watched him get, I'm not sure if it was Kimura or key locked from the bottom and then reversed, like, and then get subbed. I watched him get Ezekiel choked last fight. Like, I don't know what to expect from this guy. If it goes to the ground, I'm assuming Rafael could get a sub. If it's on the feet, Rafael's got heavy hands and he fucking goes for it. So, like, don't see why not. I mean, that's probably makes the fight closer than it has to be. But I think this is, I'm not touching this fight. I have no bet. But if I have to pick a side, I'm taking Tobias by like round 2 KO.
What about his nickname? What do you think about it?
I can't even read that. What does that even say? Oh, bipolar? Yeah, probably. He's Brazilian. They all are. What do you think, Drav?
Yeah, I actually wanted to bet the under 1.5 here, and I'm hesitant to pull the trigger because I think Tobias honestly is going to take him down and probably submit him. It feels just too obvious. He's a better grappler here, and Dyer's BJJ is not good, but it feels just too obvious, so I'm hesitant. And then on the feet, Tobias has power and he goes for his swing, but he's very hittable in the pocket. And I think Dyer's striking is not bad, honestly. And in the pocket, he's pretty fast early on and he's dangerous. So I've seen this guy Tobias knocked out before on the regional. So wouldn't be shocked if Dyer catch him in the pocket and put him on his ass, especially, UFC debut, everything like that. So everybody's low on Dyer right now, but I don't think he's all that bad striking wise. It's really his grappling that I don't rate at all, So I think someone's going to get finished eventually. And I feel like it's probably more likely to be early than later. So yeah, the under 1.5 at Pickup, I think it's decent. Money was coming on the over yesterday. Under was plus money. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm looking at it. But yeah, I think Tobias probably finish him. I'll lean submission rather than KO. But yeah, I think Dyer can also knock him out, especially in the pocket early on.
Yeah. What do you think, Key?
Yeah, this is sort of a goofy fight. I think that both are, Dyer we know is shit. Tobias is bound to be chinned.
But do you fade shit with shit? That's what they say.
I tend to just back away when I see two shits on the plate. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm passing.
Okay.
Pick is Tobias, though.
Yep, me too. All right, so everyone's on Tobias here. It kind of makes sense. Let's see what the comments say real quick. Fight ends in a no contest. Diyar pokes himself in the eye. Yeah, that like right hand thing he does is the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's about. Oh, you're just watch this. I want you to Diyar by the side, but I don't see. Yeah, I think this is one of those things you don't bet on. What's happening in West Coast Arbs? Thanks for joining us. Yes, he does. He's getting subbed from bottom, top. You name it, he gets subbed. So fuck that guy. All right. Next fight we have is SuMaedarji versus Jesus Aguilar. I think we finally get this fucking little rat Jesus. I'm so done with his fucking shit. 12-3 Jesus, 18-7 Tibetan Eagle. Odds on these two gentlemen. You get SuMaedarji minus 240, Jesus Aguilar plus 205. Key, SuMaedarji beats his ass, right?
Yeah, he should. Jesus is kind of just a meme lord, though. I tried to fade him with Garule. Garule's shit, though, and has no power. So that was a sad bet to watch. But I think that SuMaedarji is just, he should show levels here. As long as he doesn't get bonked by overhand or some shit, I think that he's clean here. It's just, I don't like SuMaedarji's style within the margins. It feels like it can be thin at times, but I think that he can, I won't say the angle, but I think that there's some ways to play it here.
All right. When Key says that, I know the angles. You're just going to play a SuMaedarji round 2, round 3. I think that's the easiest way to play it. What do you think, Trav?
Yeah, I think Su wins a decision here. I don't think he's going to finish him. I think Jesus is actually pretty tough, honestly. And yeah, if Jesus were to win, he'd probably pull a ghillie off his ass or something. He has a big right hand of his. We've seen Su hurt before, so I guess that could happen. I think what he needs to do, Jesus, he needs to go with the calf kick early and try to grapple. But I think Su grappling has improved a lot. If you watch back the Charles Johnson fight, he's shown a lot of improvements in that fight. So I think his grappling is getting better. His takedown defense is getting better. And yeah, he's a much better striker, way, way more technical. The big cage is going to help him as well. I think he's going to piece up Jesus, but I think he probably outwork him to a decision. So yeah, maybe the over, maybe Su decision. that's the way I'm leaning for this one. But yeah, Jesus.
Drop keeps calling this motherfucker Jesus. It's crazy.
I don't like fading this motherfucker, bro. He's lost me money, so I'm hesitant to bet this fight.
Yeah, I like Sue here. I was gonna parlay him at the early price. I've kind of been waiting. Price hasn't moved all that crazily. I think he's gonna get his leg kick game off. I think the entries from Aguilar are not great. He's kind of meme or bust. He's always been that way. I can't wait to fucking be on the other side and win the bet against him. So that's kind of where I'm at. Jam, he agrees with Sue. Loves Sue for this. Maybe bet him in the Korean Tiger. Sue minus 135. I don't like that spread. I get why the plus. I kind of like that. With the plus odds. The only thing I don't like is Sue's potential to win. He kind of does fight on slim margins sometimes. He can get hurt. He can get wrestled. So it improved, but it hasn't improved all that much. And he also can get subbed. So, like, there's too many things in play to do that. I'd rather just be on the money line and get away with the win.
And Peg, would you call Jesus a rat if you were in front of him?
No, our Lord and Savior, absolutely not. We are a Christ first podcast, as you guys know. But no, this ain't my Jesus. Let's put it that way. Next fight, Cody Durden versus Niger Jargal Tumendemberall. See
what?
Pretty good. Niam Jargal Tumendemberall. Got that pretty good.
I'm not even trying to say this one, so I'll give you a pass.
Yeah, Tumendemberall. That's how you say it. You want to know why? Tumi's my fucking goat. Love this guy.
Why is he your goat?
This guy is my goat because of the way he fights. He's a savage, and they're teeing him up. This is them giving him on a platter. Here, you want it? This is a guy who's been knocked out in 2 of his last 3 fights.
Hey, Cody Durden used to be your boy. What happened?
I was just telling people this week. The first ever spread of the week, was Cody Durden plus 3.5. Cody Durden money line against your boy Jack.
No, Jake Hadley is not my
Jake
boy.
Hadley, your boy. And it was you versus me, and I cooked you alive on it. That being said,
I had the submission prop here. That was close.
That being said, this is a terrible fight for him, and here's why. I think Tume has a good grappling defense. It's improved. He can get some offensive grappling going. He's relatively well-rounded here. But my thing is, he's got a heavy jab, and that's what I think is going to land here for him more often than not. And the way Cody Durden, being a flyweight at his age and losing durability and still going down that way, and now you're fighting a guy with a sturdy jab, heavy hands, will to fight, good grappling. Tough ask. And at minus 130, minus 140, I'm taking it. I haven't bet it yet, but I will be on it at some point. I'm kind of just hoping because I'm seeing everyone on Twitter, all the shows, everyone's picking Cody Durden as a dog, Cody Durden as a dog. Maybe you guys will even say it, but I'll tell you right now, it's Tume all day. What do you think, Key?
Let me ask you, you say the jab, do you expect Tume to fucking jab and circle for 15?
No, but I'm just saying his jab, the way he throws it, the pipe right down the middle of the pipe, that's going to catch Cody on the chin. It always does. And when it does, it's going to put him out. I'm not thinking he's going to put on don't get me wrong. It's a war. It's a brawl. And Cody Durden enters brawls and is okay with that. And he's going to get knocked out because of that. We're not talking Izzy Adesanya or some shit. We're talking
he jabbed like Belal Muhammad. Watch him.
Yeah. What the fuck? In all seriousness here, I think that this is a really fun fight. Guaranteed action or entertainment either way. I want to side with Durden because I think that if this was 2-3 years ago, I would be very comfortable with Durden. After damage that he's taken, it feels like he's just slipping on banana peels nonstop in some of these losses. Like the Bruno Silva, he was cooking Bruno, he was about to melt him, and then Bruno lands uppercut. The Nascimento, that he was fighting really well. So it feels like Cody just can't help but get himself in trouble. Ochoa, Van, he's outclassed. Tagir, he's outclassed. Those aren't bad losses to me. But it's just the fact that he's getting touched in every fight. And Tumi's going to touch him. And he has good hardware. He has pop. he's not a guy that I'm willing to back because I don't think that he's a good grappler positionally. He's not a guy that I'm looking to back at these types of odds, but I do pick him to win this fight. I do think that Durden is most likely damn sure the best grappler he's seen so far. So I think that it could present some interesting choices, but Tume will jump Gilly. He'll look for front chokes. He'll throw up shit. Durden's going to end up in some submission at this point. So I don't know. I think that Tume gets it done. I think that this is just going to end up being a fun, exciting fight that has some back and forth moments.
Durden also slows down, but I didn't add that. He also slows down later in fights. But
you're acting like Tume won't at this pace.
I don't know. Built in a lab, bro. He's the guy I called a Mongoloid when I meant Mongolian. I think this was him. This is him. I love it even more now. What do you got, Drav?
Yeah, he has a lot of good pictures on his Instagram. If you bet him, you can make a post on Twitter. It will do numbers for you if you want. He's fun. I'll give you that. But one thing you didn't talk about is his takedown defense is bad, man. It's really bad. I think Cody is going to take him down easily early on. Like if Carlos Fernandez cannot wrestle you, I think Cody Durden definitely can. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think Cody can get takedowns. But as he said, the thing with Cody is he didn't fight bad in his last two fights, man. He was actually doing pretty well, and then he slipped on a like I don't know how to say it more.
Slip on a banana peel.
Yeah, I mean he got caught and then he gets submitted. But the thing here is, first of all, I don't think Tume has the same grappling and submission skills as a guy like Nascimento. First of all, and Cody didn't really wrestle in that fight because he was worried about the jiu-jitsu. And I think here in this fight, he's gonna get takedowns and on the feet, man. I mean, I don't think Tume Barrel is a good striker. Like he has pop. But like you said, he doesn't push the pressure. He doesn't push a crazy pace all that much. Sometimes he wait. Yes, he does have a decent jab, but Cody Durden also has a good jab. He was jabbing Nascimento heads off in the last fight. So I think on the feet it's competitive. What I'm worried about is Durden age and durability. I think it might be going for sure. So yeah, he can get finished here. But if he doesn't get finished, if it goes all 15 minutes, I think it's a very close fight. And it's a flyweight fight at the end of the day. So yeah, I think Cody is more proven, better minute winner. I think he can get takedowns, and I think he's going to win a decision here, but wouldn't be surprised if he get caught in round 2 and 3 again, finish either. So that's possible. So yeah, I can understand, but I don't think I could play the money line on Tume Barrel. I think if you play him, the round 2, 3 props, probably the way to go. Probably the way you win and cover his price.
Tume can get reckless on the feet. That's exactly what we want. Yes, I'm a philosopher. Peg is the Cody Durden of BTL. That I don't get. This reference I do get because you're talking about a guy who's on his way to the top.
He pulled out against Vicente Luque. Shame on him.
Wait, what happened?
He pulled out against Vicente Luque. Kyle is your boy. Shame on him.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Gastelum's fighting Luque now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Durden win round 1 at a high clip, honestly.
Okay, I ride with Peg. Thank you, Tim.
You showed that comment twice already.
I'm just letting people know that they're riding with the boy, and we're riding like. Have you guys seen the video of Tume riding the horse?
I have not.
All right, well, I'll send that to the chat later. Wait till you see that. You'll have to rethink your money line bet.
I didn't bet his money line.
You bet his KO because that's how he wins. He's gonna win by KO. But that's besides the point.
He didn't even listen to my breakdown.
Alberto Montes, Ricky Turcios. Line these two gentlemen, you get Montes right now at minus 185. You get Ricky Turcios at what did I see there? At plus 160. Drav, I'm gonna have you go first. Tell me how retard Ricky's gonna fuck this fight up.
Bro. Again, that's another fight where Ricky is not a small and physical bantamweight, and he's moving up to featherweight. I don't like that. I don't know why he's doing it. So I don't think that's good. I don't really rate Montes. He does have some good front choke, and he's his striking is okay, but I don't think it's really good. But yeah, I think Ricky can compete, and I think he can push him over 15. I think he's a live underdog, but I don't want to. I don't like this fight, honestly. I don't like it. I don't have a good read on it. It is dog or pass. I don't think you can bet Montes at chalk like that, but I do think Montes find a way to win. And I think Ricky is not improving from now on. I think Montes probably going to be showing improvements fight to fight still. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess Montes, he's the better fight. I don't know if he's the best. Yeah, I guess he's the better fighter, and he's the bigger guy, and he's, probably still improving, so I'll pick him. But as you can see, I don't have the best read on it, and they're only 1 year apart. Ricky has more experience, so I can understand why people are playing him as an underdog. He's going to fight for your money, but he might be hitting the hair as well. Like he likes to punch the hair.
Yeah. Montes is a goat shed front choke merchant, and I actually think he probably gets it done here. Maybe play the sub. Other than that, wouldn't touch this fight. What do you think, Key?
Yeah, no, like literally zero care for this fight.
Thank you for your contribution. We missed you. That was the high IQ we were looking for.
They needed me back for shit like this.
Ricky taking this at 145 a few weeks notice is already pretty weak. Screams head case.
Yeah.
I think I used other terms, but yeah, I would say so. Nolan, thanks for joining us, bro. Tume can get reckless. So we're back there. All right. Next fight is there are 3 Codys on this card. The Cody card. All right. America's GOAT, Cody Brundage, is back fighting Dante Johnson. 7-0 versus 11-8-1. Cody's coming back off of like a knockout. What was that, like a month ago? Cody plus 460, Dante Johnson minus 650. Key. Does the brother find a KO?
Yeah. The real question is this the end of the Brundage experience in the UFC? Like,
no, there's no such thing as the end.
Like, I really think that this is like it, and it's
I think he took that on short notice though, so maybe they're gonna
it's a short notice fight, and also Cody takes fights on short notice. Cody puts on a show, and Cody gets finished and helps people build stardom. So I think
we're talking about in his last 6, we've gotten what? 3 losses, a draw, no contest, and 1 win.
You're totally the Cuban Missile Crisis.
I don't know how this.
Were we not? Weren't as a podcast? Weren't we all on Julian Marquez versus Cody Brundage that fight?
No, I was not. I didn't.
Or was that against Zach Reese?
Yeah, I bet that fucker against Zach Reese though.
It was Zach Reese that Zach Reese knocked him out. But either way, Cody Brundage is here to stay.
Nah, I think this is it. Dante packs him up here. Cody doesn't want to fight. I mean, we go through the same shit every time a Cody fight comes. Like is Cody gonna quit this time? Is Cody like he had Eric McConaughey in front of him and couldn't win? It's over, bro. Leave.
I'm pretty sure I've sprinkled Cody Brundage money line on every single one of his fights, just because I'm here for it. Because sometimes he flukes it out. I mean, Drav got lucky.
This is why your bet MMA is red.
Not nice. My old bet MMA, not my new one. Actually, my new one might actually be red too.
Yeah, you should stop talking.
So both of them, yeah, they're both red now, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Cody Brundage with the sprinkle. Why not? I mean, Dante Johnson's sub price is a little wide.
It's like +5.
Huh?
It's like +5.
I mean, it feels it's a little wide, but
no, it's not wide at all.
I mean, we saw what he did to Cedric, right? He was wrestling there.
Yeah, but
Cedric is 6'3", like fucking, like that's different.
Dumas was
Cedric is coming for Anthony Johnson's knockout record. Like, of course, everybody has to grapple him. Nobody can stand with him.
And he was not in the key 3-pick gym for that fight in particular, so that's why he had some issues.
Exactly.
He might be better at basketball than he is at fighting. There is a possibility.
If you watch him and think that he can play basketball, you are borderline.
I mean, I have an eye for talent when it comes to basketball, believe it or not. And an MJ guy, not a LeBron guy, to be fair.
Yeah, you're shit.
All right. So we all went on this one, right?
I didn't win, but I think Johnson's gonna knock him out.
All right, Energy blocked me on social media because he got offended. I told him to put the fries in the bag.
Bro, he is the most confusing human on Twitter right now. Like,
yeah, he's having like
he's not more confusing than Odie Osborne.
Yeah, now Odie Osborne, that shit's crazy.
And Drav bet that guy. That was the craziest part. Drav bet that guy, and I was like, bro.
By the way, Ode said that like he had something posting for him, so that was posting old shit. He did a video about it explaining. So he's not like full. He's he's not going full. You know what?
But
yeah, bro, I will be Osborne, bro. I lost money on this guy fucking 2 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, he's
all right.
done.
Next fight, we have another Cody Garbrandt versus Long Zhao. Long Zhao 27-10, Cody Garbrandt 14-7. Odds on these two gentlemen, you get Cody Garbrandt plus 140, Long Zhao minus 160. Drav, I'll have you go first.
I think Cody is gonna get back on track and put him on his ass. First underdog pick of the show. I don't think Long Zhao is very good. I posted on Twitter. It did a lot of views. People are, saying that Cody is done and everything. But, bro, like, you went from Ronnie Barcelos to fighting Long Zhao. Like, I mean, it's not the same level. It's not the same. I don't know, man. I guess you can say Long Zhao, he has good cardio, and he's a tough guy, right? But, like, Cody is much.
That's my thing. I disagree.
I mean, let me finish my breakdown, bro. Don't interrupt
me.
All right,
finish your breakdown.
Bro. Like, come on, I'm passionate about a fight, and you interrupt me. Come
on.
All
right, start from the beginning, guys. I'm sorry. Start from the beginning.
You should arrest him. Come on, Peg. Peg, you told me you like Long Zhao, so you better not switch up that breakdown.
Oh, I'm not. Don't you worry.
But yeah, I think Cody is way too fast for him early. I think he's the better boxer. I think he has more power. I think he's going to win round one at a very high clip, and I think he's going to knock him out early, honestly. Long Zhao is very hittable. You think that he's better on the feet than what he's actually is, and he's never fought a guy like Cody in the striking. This just never happened before, and he's very hittable. He trusts his chin, but he doesn't really separate in the striking. Like against Quang Lee, it was a very close fight in the striking. I think Cody is way better. I know Cody is getting older. His durability is not what it was. Long Zhao is not a KO artist. That's just not his style. I guess, yes, I think in round 3, you favor Long Zhao because Cody's going to slow down a bit, right? But I do think Cody, his wrestling is good. I don't think he's going to get taken down here. And I do think if he loses this fight, he's going to be winning until he loses or get caught. So I'd like plus 140. I can live with that. Give me a former champion against a guy from Road to UFC named Long Zhao as an underdog. I'm going to take the former champion, even though he's older. I think he's going to style him early, put him on his ass, and then we'll see what happens after that if he doesn't finish him.
Yeah. I think Long Zhao is going to beat him long dick style. And by that, I mean, when we look at this fight, Cody Garbrandt doesn't have a chin anymore. So, right, you could say cardio versus cardio, Long Zhao. Hardware, Long Zhao. Power, probably Cody. Long Zhao still has power.
Probably.
Heart, you're interrupting me. You're interrupting my breakdown.
Bro said
you're interrupting my breakdown.
Probably more power.
Right? We'll be there in round 3. I think Cody is going to have to wrestle here. And I think there is a path if he wrestles. He doesn't want to make this a brawl. You want to make this a brawl? Go right ahead. Because guess what? Your chin ain't holding up in a fist fight anymore. So, yeah. I like Long Zhao here. Do I like the price tag of minus 160? Not.
Okay, you were looking at minus 140 like 2 days ago, and you didn't bet him.
That price,
so,
I agree.
So why didn't you bet him?
I was watching. I thought people were going to bet Cody more. I'm surprised the line didn't go down more on the Cody side. I thought I was waiting to grab it, but I think Long gets it done here. Better cardio, better career trajectory. He's going to be a better career trajectory. He's got better cardio, hardware. I just think this is Long Zhao all day for me. So give me Long Zhao. I think he wins by knockout, probably round 2, round 3. What do you think, Key?
Yeah, I wanted to get to Cody's side early here. But, I mean, fuck. The vertigo, he's talking about he can't handle the grappling and the Figgy fight, and the vertigo got to him and all this shit. Like, this feels – I know they went through divorce issues and shit a couple years ago. This feels like a guy that shouldn't be fighting anymore. But I have to say, I agree with a lot of Draw's breakdown early. Like, it is no discussion over who's the quicker and better boxer here. The problem is if this fight gets any sort of dirty and ugly where Cody isn't able to literally just dance, and by dance I mean literally dance. If he's not able to dance around for 15 or bonk, this shit gets tricky. Like clinch scenarios, I don't like it. Anything wrestling related, I don't like it. Like I just where his body is, it seems like his body is just giving up on him at this point. skill for skill, Cody's the better guy. Cody's the top 15 guy in the world. But this fight isn't just skill for skill. So I think that Cody can eke out a 29-28 decision here. Because as the fight lengthens, the long exchanges and darting in and out from boxing range isn't going to be sustainable for 15. So I think Long Zhao gets it done, sadly. But I could see Cody bonking him early, or eking out a decision win the first two and sort of just getting out of there and running away from trouble in round 3. It's really tough, man, because this guy it's so obvious he's truly a shell of himself. He hasn't landed more than fucking 30 strikes in a fight since 2021.
When was his last knockout?
It was Brian Kelleher. And
Kelleher. Yeah, well, Kelleher coming off a neck surgery and retiring. And then before that, it was a Sun Sao. And guess what? Last fight, I was on Cody Garbrandt against Raoni Barcelos. I was on the KO because we've seen Raoni Barcelos with a bad chin. And guess what? Cody hurt him once, twice. Couldn't finish the job.
And do you know what Raoni Barcelos will do to fucking Long Zhao? Bro, he will be minus 1,000 against him. Wouldn't be even competitive. And Cody,
I would do to Raoni
Barcelos. It was a 29-28 fight against Raoni that he almost won. He gassed out and lost because of that. He won round 1. He dropped him. Round 2 was very close, but he lost it. And then he lost round 3. But what Raoni Barcelos will do to fucking Long Zhao, bro? You want to talk about that fight? You know what he would do? He will rape him. He would rape him in the cage, bro. That's what he would do to Long Zhao, bro. Look at that picture of Long Zhao on fucking Topology. That will be him when Raoni is on his back, bro.
All right. So we've dropped 2 R words so far. I don't think there's any left to drop. Okay. Long all day. He was laughing at something. I don't know which one he was laughing at, but it's a funny show. Probably the whole thing. Speaking of the show, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Do your thing. How many people are in here? How many likes do we have? Do that whole thing.
We have 56 people in the chat, and we only have 22 likes, so we need at least 35. Come on.
Drop will give a free bet if you get us to 60 likes.
I already give one. I give Cody Garbrandt.
All right, we'll give another one. Give a winner. Don't give him a loser. Give him a winner.
Fuck you, man.
Can't believe BetSam has short IQ. ISO is slam of the week. Anyone who that is?
I didn't see what he.
Yep, there it is. You got to commit to the bit, bro. You got to commit to it. All right, main card. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Opening the main card, Bruno Ferreira versus Robocop Gregory Rodriguez. This is a rematch. In the first fight, Bruno knocked him out. Odds on these two gentlemen, you could get Bruno at plus 170, Gregory at minus 200. Key, I'm going to have you go first. Who do you think wins this fight in the rematch?
I hope, for the sake of my mental health, that Robocop.
This is hysterical.
In round 1. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of Bruno Ferreira getting anything. It is bullshit that Vettori is completely washed and lost to this guy. I did bet Vettori there. And honestly, I think that his career is kind of just meme bullshit. If you really look at some of these wins, it's just meme bullshit. I think that Robocop, as long as he does not get into extended exchanges in round 1, I think that this can be the cleanest fight ever for him. One, I think that he can grapple in rounds 2 and 3 pretty clearly. And I think in round 1, I think he's going to have every tool at his disposal. He's a much longer and bigger guy. I have to imagine that he's definitely learned his lesson after getting bonked the first time. I think that he cleans him up here. It is a little scary because Bruno is the meme machine that just does not stop at this point. So I'm afraid to bet against this guy at this point. But I think that Robocop gets it done here.
What do you think of this?
Bruno gasses can gas like fuck. I'm not fucking with that, especially whenever Bruno's having to deal with real heat coming his way. Vettori doesn't hit for nothing. So.
Rob, what do you think of this?
Yeah, I don't really like it, but I can understand where he's coming from. because if Robocop grapple and doesn't finish him, I think Bruno is live to knock him out.
I think this comment, it's kind of like a -110 line. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. So I feel like it's not that bad of a sign to me.
I don't feel good about anything whenever Peg starts saying he's like loving something instead of fade.
Hey, maybe I'm the classic fade, like book it with Trent or something like that. I like the over in this fight, which is going to sound crazy, right? Because everyone says Robocop has a bad chin, and so does Bruno, like he just said, when he gets under pressure. But I learned from a good better of mine, no two fights go the same, right? And that being said, I don't think this fight ends in a KO. I think this goes to decision. Why? Because I think Gregory's going to be nervous because he knows last time he fought this guy, he got knocked out. And Bruno, I think he's going to have a hard time trying to find the range here early on. So I think it's going to be a staring match round 1 going into round 2, getting a little choppy in round 2. But then the over is, I think, 1.5, and it's just going to fly over. Could be a late finish, or it could just be a decision. So I like the over. What do you think, Trav?
Honestly, bro, I have no idea what's going to happen. I know they already fought. I think here the same outcome could actually happen. I think that he could knock him out again early on. It's probably how he wins, man, honestly. Robocop, I feel like he's going to grapple here. I think that's what he should do, especially early on. Robocop can knock him out on the feet as well. He's honestly the better fighter, the much bigger fighter. But you can knock him out. It's already been proven multiple times. And Bruno, what he does well is he does hit very hard, and he does hit from a weird angle that you don't really see coming. And he's gonna go for it, and he's already done it before. So I think Bruno, like round 1 knockout, is not a bad poke. I think that's probably one of his most likely win condition. It's like +650, I think, or something like that. But I have a feeling it's not going to go the same, and that Peg, you might be right that it's going to extend. If it does extend, though, I'm not sure like if it's going to go the distance, because I don't really trust Bruno cardio if he has to grapple defensively, especially. So, and Robocop is not a cardio machine either, but he's been, he's fought 15 minutes fight a lot of times before, and he's done well in them, in some of them at least. So I think Robocop is the rightful favorite here, but I have such a weird feeling about it that he's going to get caught again. So, but Robocop, I think he's going to finish him, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't have a good read on it.
Want to see Robocop grapple here. Robocop doesn't gas. He gassed against Krylov in round 3. I think Robocop here, but I get PTSD thinking about the first fight. I think that's pretty much it for the comments. Next fight, Mike Johnson versus my boy Double D, Drew Dober. Line on these two guys. We got Drew Dober +103, Mike Johnson -120. Drav, you want to go first here?
Very good fight here. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, well, it's on the main card and everything, right?" It's like 2 older guy, but I'm surprised they have not fought already. Like 2 veteran, 2 good striker with power that have fun fights. So I think the fight's gonna be fun, honestly. And I think it's a very close fight. It's like flip a coin on who's gonna win, because we've seen Dober had like a massive durability in all of his career. Now it's going a bit, right? His durability is not what it was in the past, but I still think he's durable. I don't think like he's not durable anymore, but he's not as durable, that's for sure. But the guys he's got caught by are very hard hitter. Johnson, he still have very fast end for his age, good boxing. But the way I look into this one is I think Johnson is more likely to get caught and get put down and knocked out. It's been a long time it happened, but this guy is known to look good and then get caught and get knocked out brutally. It happened multiple times in his career, and now he's 39 years old. He's on a little streak, 3 fights win streak. I don't know, just seeing Michael Johnson on a 4-fight win streak in 2026 at 39 years of age, it just feel like it's not gonna happen.
It's too good to be true.
Yeah, and if you look the level of competition, the guys he's beaten compared to the guy Drew Dober has been fighting, it's not really comparable either. So I think they're evenly matched. I think that Johnson is better technically. He's better over 15 minutes. Like he's better at winning minute with his boxing, with his speed and everything. And he can cut Dober as well. But I think that Dober can compete on minute. It's going to be close over 15 minutes, probably like a banger. But I personally gave Dober more knockout upside. and he's an underdog. So I'm going to lean with him here. I think he get it done, but very volatile fight. And just one in general, I'm excited to watch as a fan.
Key, what do you think?
Yeah, I think that here I'm picking Johnson. I'm interested to see where this line goes. He's a faster guy here. At this stage, I think it's just a fresher guy. Dober was on his way to, losing that fight against Prepelec. And I think got kind of lucky in fight conditions with rep stoppage and all the weird shit that happened with nut shot, eye poke, blah, blah, blah. So I think that he kind of got the perfect storm in that fight, because I'm old enough to remember everybody on Twitter screaming for their Prepelec plus 420 tickets and screaming for bloody murder. So I think that here Johnson's the fresher guy. I think that at this stage of his career, he has the better skills and traits. So I'm interested to see how this fight plays out. It's good that the UFC is matchmaking like this. You put two vets together, guys who have been exciting their whole career, good and crazy knockouts. This is how they're supposed to end their careers. Michael Johnson's kind of the crackhead that never leaves, though. I have a feeling this guy's going to be here till he's fucking 45 at this rate. So it's not like he's in his career, but Dober's talked about retirement openly and talked about the fact that if he would have lost his last one, it would have definitely been it. So I have 1 foot out the door. Michael Johnson's still delusional enough to think that he's going to rise his way back to top 5 and fight.
He said he's going for a title shot.
Yeah, he's still fucking delusional. Dober's being realistic. Give me the delusional guy every day of the week if they're locked in a cage with each other.
So I disagree. I'm on Drew Dober here, kind of to what Drav's point was, where it's like Mike Johnson is much cleaner, but to beat Mike Johnson, you got to make it a dirty fight. Drew Dober does that. He's going to get through. He swings heavy, ducks in, crashes the pocket, and that's how you catch Mike Johnson. It's not being afraid to crash the pocket. I think Dober does just that and finds Mike Johnson and knocks him out. I think, like kind of also what Dravi said, like Drew Dober is catching a bad rap about his chin being gone, right? But let's think about who he got knocked out by. It was Gene Silva, right? And he could knock out anybody. It was
a doctor stoppage too. It was not even like he got knocked out unconscious.
Exactly. And then there was Matt Frivola, which was just like a weird, fluky, like I guess like chin early on in the fight. Manuel Torres knocking. What would Manuel Torres do to Mike Johnson? Right. Kyle Prepelec, like I know Key just said he would have retired if he lost that fight. Yeah, if you lose to Kyle Prepelec, I would fucking hope you retire, because you can't be losing that fight at this level.
Yeah, he was kind of losing, but honestly, on rewatch, I don't think he was doing as bad as what people said, by the way. And you can say what you want about Kyle Prepelec, but the thing he has is he has good durability, and he's never been knocked out, and he has a good chin. So Dober went for it in round 3, and he knocked him out. So, but yeah, it was not a good look, because they're not the same level as fighter, but also he had issues with Prepelec kicks at range. That's not Johnson's style. So,
yeah. And like I said, who's got a better durability and throws harder at this point? Drew Dober. Who's got better, I guess, process, as Captain Key would say? Mike Johnson. But I don't think you need that when Drew Dober's crashing the pocket. I took Drew Dober, I think it was plus 105 or plus 100. Happy with that line. Take it any day of the week. Sam Hughes plus 180 is crazy. Should be a pick 'em. I have no idea what these guys are talking about.
UFC Vegas 114 odds dropped, so that's what they're talking about.
MK, I played Asplin. Evil Tim says Pooh Dober. I like the new nickname Double D. I think that's the better one personally.
Sounds good.
Like this is Asplin plus 170 against Gaspar Petrino. Quick thoughts. I think Petrino all day there. What do you guys think?
Steroid versus Weight Watchers.
Yeah,
Ozempic Asplin. I flipped it over to Johnson. I might flip back because I'm starting to want to Will Johnson clean the KO shot even if it's there. And I know Dober can land.
Flagrant foul. Bring up Pepe's comment. Flagrant foul. Flagrant foul on the play.
This one here?
No, it gets worse.
Here?
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't think he's getting pegged.
5-minute timeout.
I hope he's not getting pegged.
Petrino will grapple the hell out of Asplin. Yeah, I think he subs him. Dober can't even make adjustments during fight. You don't make adjustments against Mike Johnson. You crash the pocket and you knock him out. That's what happens. That's what's going to happen.
The thing with Johnson, though, is he really struggled to fight a good fight over 15 minutes. He always, he's really good early, but then he tends to make mistakes and get caught as the fight goes. That's kind of the issue. And Dober has, most knockout in the lightweight history or something. So I think he's going to catch him. Man.
I think so, too. I flip back to Dober. Yes, we're changing people. Pegged by peg.
People life.
That could be a thing if I keep banging. Pegged means Pegasus picks becomes overly confident in you and you lose.
Pepe, stop it, bro.
He's been pegged.
I mean, a lot of people have been pegged this card, evidently. Everyone's in trouble. Nobody's safe. Rob Font, Rahul Rosas Jr. Rahul Rosas Jr., 11-1. Rob Font, 22-9. Odds in these two gentlemen. Rosas minus 225, Rob Font plus 190. Guys, I'll go first. This is one of my candidates as spread of the week this week because you know what? Rahul Rosas gets tired. He's grappling dependent and his striking stinks. And guess what Rob Font does? Rob Font will be there in the third round while Rahul Rosas is tired, doesn't get the takedowns, especially if he stops takedowns early, which he can do. I like his new movement to the TriStar camp. He's looked rejuvenated there. Comes with a good game plan. Rob's a relatively complete fighter, and the boxing is just nasty. I think he's going to be a lot bigger in there too. So that being said, give me Rob Font plus 3.5. I don't know what the odds are on that though, but that's going to be. I think that's going to be spread of the week. What do you think, Key?
Yeah, so I feel
minus 135 on Bet Online. I don't
Perfect.
know if
I feel kind of weird about this fight because Font. Okay, so apparently, I believe Rosas said that something was wrong with his foot or ankle in the Richie Lang fight. That was an awful performance. I will give him a little bit more credit for the Vince Morales fight, but that wasn't some superstar performance either. So he's put in not two stinkers, but two very underwhelming performances in the last two. Rob Font, on the other hand, weirdly, I thought that he was completely cooked before the Kyler Phillips fight. Then he puts on two great and insane performances. And watching the Matsumoto fight back, I was just amazed. But Rob Font can't defend a fucking takedown to save his life. I mean, he has the hips of an old man, but he does get up pretty well. The thing is, though, I think that Rosas is probably a little craftier of a grappler in terms of control and getting the back compared to Phillips or Matsumoto. Matsumoto again 7 takedowns, albeit Matsumoto is a respectable striker. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine a situation where Rosas does not get his win conditions in this fight, and win conditions being get in the back or get into half guard at some point. And I think that he just does in this fight. And so, although Rob Font's made a shit ton of adjustments and looked much better on the mat compared to his Cody Sandhagen blunder a couple years back, it's still not like he's some wizard and going to get up every single time. So I have to imagine Rosas getting the back could be round. I don't think it is fight. I believe Rob Font's never been subbed.
I think he's got subbed by Pedro Munoz back in the day.
Back in the day.
This is a good showing of that.
And so, yeah, Gilly.
Yeah,
yeah. And so it's not like I see that Rob is going to get insta-subbed here. But I do think that Rosas is going to get takedowns pretty consistently here as long as he doesn't blow his wad trying to get a finish in the first 5 minutes. So I think Rosas by decision is my pick here. But I think that Font is going to provide some resistance. On the feet is pretty obvious and clear what happens here. I just think the youth and athleticism of Rosas is a little too much and something that Rob Font has not seen in the past couple of fights. So I think that here Rosas gets it done.
And I'm a huge advocate for the whole. I remember the Font versus Sandhagen fight when I rewatched that. I remember, I think, didn't Corey Sandhagen break his arm or tear something in his arm? And still
tricep.
Yeah, and he was still able to take down Rob Font with one arm and top time him. So that's what caused the camp switch from New England Cartel to the whatever the French Star, Canadian French Star, TriStar gym. So Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like people have always been looking for a place to fade Raul Rosas. Obviously, it was the C-Rod first, but like, I don't see why Font can't get his game off. Drav, you go.
Yeah, I think it's a close fight. I think it go to decision more often than not. I feel like we can see something damage versus control here. Like Rosas gas, I think Font has better cardio, better boxing. And I feel like in round 3, he's probably going to start to put it on him. It might be too late. But Rosas going to have success grappling early. I'm pretty confident in that. I think he's going to take him down, probably take the back. So, yeah, I think Rosas win round 1. I think Font win round 3. And then it probably depends on round 2 where it's probably going to be competitive. So, as far as the money line it goes, I think Font at plus 190 is probably the side. It's also a big step up in competition for Raul Rosas Jr. here. And yeah, so I think Raul probably gets it done. He's much younger, he's improving and everything. But I do think Font is a live underdog. It's just a hard click because there's some tape of the grappling that really looked poor, like no get up, bad takedown defense. And sometimes it look good when he has urgency, when he gets back up, when he pressure, when he goes with his boxing, with his jab. So like it's hard for me to know what Rob Funk's gonna show up, how he's gonna show up. And at 30, he's 38. So at 38 years old, it's kind of hard for me to not pick the 21 years old who's improving and has massive grappling upsides. I think Rosas win the decision, but I think the line is wide, though. I think there's value on Font.
Okay, thank you. Doing cartel is good if you want to lose all your fights. Font with the fake glove touch. Yep, love to see it again. This is a good example of him not getting subbed. Chewie. Font can get taken down by a gust of wind. Big problem. I want nothing to do with this fight. I think Font's allowed to do what he did against Kyler, against Rosas, but man, I can't. I can live missing out on the fade. Pass.
I think the fade is going to build.
Rosas losing to C-Rod keeps me from betting him here. I'll pick him, though. Okay. Next fight, co-main event of the evening. Kyle Braujo versus Renier de Ritter. RDR 21-3. Kyle Braujo 17-2. Odds in these two gentlemen, you can get Borralho minus 250, RDR plus 210. Me personally, this is I've been going back and forth on this one. I don't know how to pick it, to be honest. I've been struggling with that, so maybe Drav can help me. Drav, do you think this line on RDR is wide?
I think Borralho is going to probably win, honestly, because like the striking I don't think it's going to be competitive unless RDR can get the clinch with his knees and, win the clinch. Like, I think that's possible. We've seen Borralho stuck in the clinch before and stuff like that. And I think Borralho, if you look at the Muradov fight, it was not a great look when he got stuck on his back and stuff like that. And RDR is a big dude and he can definitely do that early. But yeah, on the feet, I think Borralho is going to piece him up badly, honestly. And I think Borralho is a very good grappler and a very intelligent fighter. So he's going to know what RDR is going to try to do. I don't rate RDR wrestling. So I don't think RDR is going to take him down, honestly. And if he doesn't take him down, he's going to style on the feet. And, he's going to gas out if he shoot and he doesn't have success. I know he's talking about, how his body fell apart in the Brendan Allen fight and everything. But, I mean, bro, it's the second time he's quit in fight. It's not like the first time it happened. And yeah, maybe the weight cut and everything, and his body didn't respond well to everything. But the guy did quit before. It's not like it's the first time it happened. So I don't think it's all about that he has these big issues and everything. It's just that when things are not going his way and he doesn't have success, he's a big dude for the weight class and he gassed. And when he gassed and doesn't have success, he tends to quit. I think that can happen again here. Borralho is not a quitter. He's a tough dude. If things are not going his way, he's still going to try, So I favor Borralho over 15 minutes. I think he has better cardio, better process. I think he can hurt RDR, maybe knock him out. I don't really see RDR submitting Borralho, but I think RDR can have some success in the clinch with those knees to the body and maybe take Borralho down early on, but I don't think he can do that for 2 rounds or submit him at a high clip. So I think Borralho is the way to go here, parlay piece, but yeah, the price is getting a bit bigger now. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think Borralho will get it done. But yeah, I can understand why people could like the dog. It could be competitive, but I still think Borralho is a bad matchup for him overall.
Key, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, one, I think the Borralho gets it done, but I don't like. this matchup just does not excite me. I'm watching a guy who got outclassed for 5 rounds and had no answers to Imavov, and a guy who just quit on the stool against Brendan Allen out of all people. So this is my co-main event on a numbered card. It just feels kind of lame. Thank God we're not paying for pay-per-view anymore. But I think that here Xaio should get it done. Xaio is underwhelming, and at this point, the sort of lore around him has kind of went down. He's 33 at this point. I don't see him contending for a title truly. And I think that he's sort of hit his ceiling, but I think that he gets it done here against RDR. He's a competent grappler. They game plan well. I expect for him to probably touch RDR up a good little bit, but Xaio is he refuses to let himself go. Almost. It seems like he stops himself from just naturally fighting instinctually. I don't think that he's going to find a KO, but I think that it will be a pretty clean decision. So Xaio by decision is my pick. I know RDR was talking. I saw in an interview talking about going to 205, talking about how bad the weight cut is. I think that's an awful decision for him. I think that 185 is the only way he finds his success. But this matchup is a bad matchup for him. Xaio should get it done by decision.
Yeah, so I went back and forth on this. I'm a big Cal Braujo guy. I started off this week being like pretty safe to parlay him. After going back and actually taping it, watching him pull guard versus Muradov. Obviously a different type of grappler, but still, like RDR somehow swamps, somehow doesn't. Sometimes the margin of RDR where like you get a guy that can swamp Rob Whittaker over 5 rounds, but you also get a guy that could literally quit on the stool against Brendan Allen. So, like, how do you handicap as a professional a guy that quits on the stool and has done it multiple times in his career, or swamps some better fighters and subs guys like Kevin Holland and shit like that? So, like, how do you get a good range on that? Then I was looking into him as being spread of the week because I do think he'll have success in the clinch. I do think he's live to get takedowns and can grapple with Braujo, who is also very good. But at the same time on the feet, it's just levels difference. Braujo is very much so more well-rounded than him, has a higher fight IQ, has more of a will to win. So for me personally, I think Braujo wins this fight. That's kind of where I stand, but like I haven't put my money on it yet. So I lean Braujo as well. Reg thinks RDR sets up everybody. He's on an island. Cal Braujo, round 2 KO after RDR success in round 1. It's possible. Love Cal here. This could look like the Paul Craig fight. I think Cal will have to make a point to stay away from the ground and clinch. Definitely. Cal TKO, it's a good price. I don't know what the price on it is, Jav, if you know what Cal by KO is.
I saw plus 300 on Bet Online, but
plus 320 on
Rivers.
Plus 320 on FanDuel.
So it's not bad.
That's good.
It's not bad. All right. Yawning before a main event like this. Crazy. All right. Main event of the evening, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. We do this every week. Free bets. We make you guys money. Charles Borralho. Charles Oliveira, Do Bronx versus Max Blessed Holloway, fighting for the BMF belt. 36-11 versus 27-8. I saw, like, what was the stats? Like 34 combined awards on fights. So, you know, this is set up to be a banger. On this card, you got Holloway minus 230. You got Charles plus 200. Let's start it this way. I'm on Max Holloway. Biggest bet of the year so far. It's 4 units on Max Holloway minus 190. Is anyone here taking a shot on Charles Oliveira?
I'm not.
Okay. So I was going to say if someone is, they can go first because they'll actually speak for Charles here. Drav, you go first, and then we'll all do our.
You would have started hedging some of his bet if he said you were on him.
No, I actually love this spot more than I've loved anything in a long time, which is now when you guys talk about getting pegged, poor Maxie. Maxie. 4 units, big bets on Holloway.
First of all, banger of a fight. Yeah, I mean, Max power at 145 has improved, man. He's been dropping guys left and right now, and I think he's been looking way better at 155. The weight cut at 145 was getting hard for him. And, so do I see this fight? I think Max is the better striker, has more volume over 25. better durability, better cardio. And I think his takedown defense is good. I do think Charles can potentially take him down. And then there's not a lot of tapes on Max against, a grappler, a BJJ guy off his back and stuff like that. I think he did well against Topuria. When he got taken down, he got right back up. And then the other time he got taken down, the round ended. So Topuria got the better of Charles actually on the mat when they fought. So that was, I don't think, I think Charles can have success against him on the mat, but I think that the fight's going to play out on the feet more than it will play out on the mat. That's kind of my point here. And on the feet, I think Max is going to outbox him. And I think Charles is too hittable for a high-level striker like Max. And Max's speed and power will get to him. And then when he dropped him, then what happened? Because I don't think he's going to put him out with one punch like Topuria did. So when he dropped him, he probably let him get back up, and then it probably be a war after that. I think Oliveira looked very good against Garbrandt, but it's a very different fight. Like Garbrandt has no power. He get hurt. And Garbrandt cardio somehow failed him these last couple fights. So I think Holloway cardio is very good. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I guess we've seen Holloway drop more than what he used. Like he got dropped against Poirier. He got dropped against Topuria, knocked out. And he got, what's the other fight? Against Gagey, he got kind of wobble and drop a little bit. So, but he's fighting guys with big power. I think Charles can potentially do that. But we've seen Max, even when he get hurt, he has very good recovery. And I don't think Charles knocking him out is super likely. So then I think Charles needs to grapple, get to his back, and probably find his submission. I don't really see him grappling for 3-4 rounds and, not finishing him. So I think Max is going to put him out, honestly. I think he's going to knock him out. I feel like early on, round 1 and 2 will be a good fight. Probably go back and forth a little bit. And then around 3, 4, or 5, Max is going to, style on him, do his thing, and find a finish in the third round by knockout. That's the way I'm seeing it. But a lot of people are all the way this week, so it's not, that's not what you want to see if you like him. But I do think that stylistically, he has all the tools to make this fight look easy. And I think Oliveira needs like a back take or a big grappling success to win this fight more often than not, or like a big bunk that, can happen, but I don't think it's very likely.
Yeah, I'll just piggyback on that. I kind of agree with everything Drop said to an extent. Like what did it for me was Max's power at 155. He looks a lot better here. I think he's going to be relatively safe on the ground. Charles, although just coming off a win off Garbrandt is a guy who can just grapple relentlessly, can get sub. There's no real crazy threat in the feet, so Charles was able to just sub him like that. Other than that, we've seen him get KO'd by Topuria. Obviously, Max did too. But Max, actually, if you use, Topuria as a ruler, Charles just got destroyed by him. Max, actually, I think he debatably won round 1. Everyone talking about, like, Pepe and Drob just said this. Everyone talks about, like, oh, the whole world's on Max. They're worried. Why be worried? You think it's the side. You picked the line. You made the bet. Who cares what the rest of the world's on?
We don't want to get pegged.
Yeah, well, guess what? I could bet every fight on the slate, and then you would never know. But yeah, I just think this is a good spot for Max. I think he probably knocks out Charles, and probably not early. I think it's probably round 2 or round 3, I would think, once the game gets going a little bit, because I think Charles is going to be going for bust at this point because he has to win this fight. And I think, the war of attrition, I think Max starts piling it on. Key, what do you think?
This is an interesting fight. I think that both guys are past their prime, obviously past their primes durability wise. I think that Max's skills and actual process looks better than ever. He looks really good at 155, but the issue that I have is durability is definitely going away slowly. He's not Iron Chin Max anymore after Topuria knockout loss. And honestly, I thought that he should have finished Dustin. Dustin looked washed to me completely, was slow as ever, and Max didn't finish him. I feel weird ways because I want to join in on the under, and I'm never a total guy at all, but I want to join in on the under. I think that Max could get round 1, round 2 KO. I know everybody's thinking of Max slow cooking him, and I can see the angle for that, but is Charles going to allow that? We watched Garbrandt bonk him in the pocket with a just easy right hand and sadly Garbrandt hits like a middle school girl, but
Yeah.
if that's anybody else, like Charles is not eating that shot after being freshly knocked out from Topuria last year. So I think that was kind of perfect opponent. In hindsight, even though I'm old enough to remember guys betting Garbrandt saying Charles is completely washed. But I think that Charles can get back take here and look great. I think that is in his best interest to forget about the BMF shit and trying to look for war and be in the pocket nonstop boxing. I think it's in his best interest that if he is entering, it's entering to grapple. Because outside of that, I think that Max cleans him the fuck up. Charles just is way too open. I mean, hands are straight. You can knock him right down the middle. I think that Max's jab is going to look money. I see round 1, round 2 KO Max. I don't feel confident enough. I think it's sort of a volatile fight where I can see a lot of different things. But what's sticking out to me the most is round 1, round 2 KO. I think that Max could put a stamp on this because Charles, we've yet to see him get hit by anybody outside of Garbrandt since a pretty traumatic KO. So I think that Max this could be a sad watch for everybody where we don't even get to see legends go at it for 5 rounds. We just see Max clean him the fuck up and ask for a title shot. So whoever wins this, I assume they're giving to Conor International Fight Week. I would hope. That's kind of how this should go. But I think that Max gets it done here. I think he's a better fighter at this stage. I think that Charles is not washed. I think that he just is not going to be able to eat those types of shots anymore. And it sucks because he's a guy that has to eat shots. So Max round 1, round 2 KO is my pick. We'll see if I end up getting on any bets. This is just a great, fun fight.
Yeah, and honestly, it's rare that we see it to Oliveira under 2.5 at plus money, to your point. So I think that's I used to bet Oliveira under a lot back in the days, and under 1.5 all the time almost. So 2.5 at plus money with the power that Max is showing these days. So yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Goes to decision. You got Stones for choosing 1 and 2. Max beats him up. Charles gasses. And then sub.
Because what does this fight look like after 2 rounds to y'all? Like what are we watching? Are we watching
Max is beating the brakes off of him relentlessly till he quits?
But we're not seeing. I can't see a situation where Charles gets volumed out. I don't see that happening. He'll pull guard or enter clinch, and Charles is crafty in the clinch. So I see there's too many grappling scenarios that can happen if we're talking late at volume situation. No. I don't really know what this fight looks like after 3 rounds. Like
you don't think this could look like, obviously not as bad, but like what he did to Cater, where he's just piling it up on him with the jab and just outboxing him and just he's faster than him at this, very much so faster than Charles.
I think Charles dies before.
I do agree. I agree.
I don't see a situation where Charles, if Max is any sort of sitting down on his shots, Max could pity patter and look like a fucking Diaz brother for 5 rounds. But based off of what we've seen at 155,
he's knocking people out. He's hurting people.
Exactly. So I don't really. I hear the round 3 through 5 KO angle. I think that's people kind of living off of those who cashed which I think all of us did on the Gaethje knockout legendary.
Yeah.
But I don't think that Charles wears the damage like that. I think that he ends up going out and dying.
Max also sits down on his punches more at 155. Like, we're not seeing the Max where he throws 400 strikes in a 5-round fight. He's now sits on the outside, waits a little bit, then shoots in, throws a few punches, keeps a distance. Like, he's a lot more calculated now.
And also, quickly, like, what happens, and y'all will know the answer to every time Charles gets touched, what does Charles do immediately?
Falls to his back and pulls guard.
Well, not that, but he looks to get it back. He always, even against Garrett, like he looks to instantly get it back. That's just who he is. And I feel like he's going to walk into something.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think you might. I think 2-3 is when the KO comes. You think 1-2? Drav, did you say when you think the KO comes?
Yeah, I think I think 2-3 is probably more likely than 1-2, but I understand why what he's saying. Like I also agree with you with his breakdown on that. The way Charles fight, he's kill or be killed. That's how he is. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just put it that way. If you bet the under 2.5 at plus money, I don't think that's going to look bad at all. Even if the bet loses, I think that the bet's going to look massive value.
That's pretty interesting.
I think it probably goes under 2.5.
That's pretty interesting. This KO plus money because you kind of get Max's equity. But Charles, like the sub guy,
I think Charles' win condition is more likely a sub than a KO. But it's also not bad because fight doesn't go like minus 240 or something. So you're getting plus money fading Oliveira submission, basically. I don't think that's bad, but because Max
has got good jiu-jitsu. Max isn't like a bad jiu-jitsu player by any means. So, all right, guys, that's the show. What do you guys, we got a little bit of time. Do you guys want to go over anything? You guys want to go over Conor versus Prates at the White House? Remember that rumor?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Prates and JDM got announced.
Generational wealth spot for Carlos Prates. Generational wealth. Going to rearrange that nose again.
I don't know. I don't know about this fight yet. I need the tape. I don't have a good read on who's going to win, honestly. I have no idea pre-tape, but I know it's going to be.
It's main event, right? So it's going to be a 5-round one.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how Carlos Prates looks in a 5-round fight his second time around after being in one against Gary, and you know how that went.
Yeah, bro refused to knock out the country.
Seconds away from changing the world forever and saving the world.
Shots.
There'd be no war in Iran if Gary just got knocked out there. The world would just be a better place. There'd be world peace. But instead, he just couldn't smoke too many cigarettes and couldn't get it done. I don't know. Prates JDM dead pick'em odds right now. Makes sense. I want to go Kevin. Well, I want to go over Kevin Christian versus Junior Tafa.
Yeah, bum fight, bro. Like, what is this?
Is that fight on that card also?
I don't think it's on that card, but
it is.
It got announced, I think, today.
I think it is Perth.
Oh my god. All right. Well, guys, that's the show. Key, welcome back. We're happy to have you guys. Obviously, if you don't know already, Key will be back every single week now. We have our chocolate king back. Welcome home. Drav, look at the smirk on Drav's face. So happy to have him back. So we'll see you guys. I think it's card next week, right? It's
yeah, we have a card.
Apex 114. Yep. And then after we actually have 9 straight weeks of fights, right? I think something like that.
And Robertson Lemos Key Super Bowl.
Yeah. So guys, dude called him. Yeah. Like I said, I'll cut the promo for you too. 9 straight weeks of fights. If there's times to buy picks from Javi and Key, now would be the time. You get 9 weeks worth of value. Show them that you're subscribed, and they will give you a discount. That's the show. We'll see you guys next week. Feel free to DM us, ask questions about fights, things like that, and peace.